Oh, good evening. So today we're going to talk about time travel. Yes, we're going to talk about time travel. Now, what is time travel? I'm doing a series on the Swing Names of the Light of the Creator. So I'm going to talk about time travel, which is one of the names of the Light of the Creator, and my thoughts on time travel as I read it, and you can meditate on that particular name. I awaken remorse in my heart for prior misdeeds. I accept the frank spiritual truth that problems in my life are the result of past actions. By concentrating on this name, I will now uproot the negative seeds that I've already planted, and in doing so, I transform my past, reshape the present, and create a future full of joy and fulfillment. So when I think about ultimately, let's get a little bit deeper. Love that meditation. Highly recommend the 72 Names of the Light of the Creator card set. What when I think about time travel, ultimately we all started off as one. And there's a Big Bang theory where we're all cosmic energy from one particular source. And we all, as souls, as matter, as beings, we all split off into various different elements. And we've split off, this is a scientific analogy for the correction of the soul as well. We've done, oftentimes when you have hardships, when you have difficulties with people and you create distance and you create distance between the two of you. But when you're able to come together, the revelation of light, because of the wisdom of that is within the different. I think I'm tapping into different elements. So we reside within alternate realities, right? There's various different alternate realities. When there is separate, why? This is a theory as to why. There's a theory as to there's two types of people. There's a story of three types of people. There's the first kind of person who there's a pot of gold and the bag of gold, and it's in a house and the door's unlocked. And there's three individuals. The first individual walks in, sees the bag of gold, and does nothing and leaves. The second individual walks in, takes the bag, feels remorse when they think, I'm stealing, and they bring the bag back. And then the third person who takes the bag and just, buys a car or buys something. And so the question becomes, which one is the most spiritual person? Is the first one the most spiritual person because they, had the innate soul to not take the bag at all? Or is the second person, or is the third person who has no remorse at all? Well, a lot of people would say that it's the second person because of the transformation of light. So how do we look at from a scientific standpoint? You look at it when a person creates distance, right? There's distance, and when they come back to the source, there is more light than there was from the initial point of distance. Why is that? Because when one returns, it is accessing through the darkness and through the different layers of that there is light in the journey that has been collected. And when it returns, it is able to take all that light that it has been collecting from alternate realities and learnings and able to transfer it into the individual and into the growth. Time travel, that's how you're able to go back and forth within consciousness, within understanding, perhaps even within physical realms. What? So that is one thought, one theory as to, different dimensions and the importance of coming together, of letting go of hardships, of just saying, you know what, I know I did wrong by you and I know you did wrong by me, and in various different elements and in various different degrees. But if we just kind of all sit down and find our similarities and find our unity and find our bondness, then we're able to move forward and progress in a better way, shape, or form. Correct? Wrong? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful year. What do you think about time travel? Take care.